Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What? Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all the Appian Way here, and do I have a replay or two for you? This video is just going to be one replay, but I have got several that I'm going to be recording all in a row here. Anyway, this is a siege. You all asked for siege. I'm bringing you siege. Siege battle time. Alright, my opponent is playing as Hector of Troy. We're defending... Actually, I can't remember the name of this map. It is a 3-walled settlement. And I decided I was going to flex and try out some Penthesilea in siege attack. And I have a reason for it. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Anyway, let's go over my army. I've brought a pair of Daughters of Ares here. I've also got Hippobukoi and 2 Huntresses, one with 1 XP chevron, for their fear-producing javelins, and they're cheaper than Harpies. They're only like 600, so I felt like a solid investment. I also brought 6 Labrys infantry, and I put each Labrys infantry into a Trojan horse. My hero here is an archer trickster hero. Now, why did I play as Penthesilea's Amazons? Because of Harpies. I wanted to bring this unit right here. This is a Harpy Fiend. Harpy Fiends, we're familiar with them. They're the delightful little parrot ladies here. But they have some unique abilities that make them, I think, very interesting for siege battles. And that is, right here, Stalk. Penthesilea has a Stalk unit, and it's only that one unit, the Harpy Fiends. Stalk units are great units to have for siege battles. Downside is that Penthesilea only has the 1 Stalk unit, so I couldn't really take full advantage of it. Now, depending on your deployment and your craftiness with how you use the unit, a Stalk unit can actually get into the city without being seen. Key points here: you must stay outside of the detection range of a fort tower. Their detection range is the same as their angle of fire, so you just hover the arrow over top of the towers to see where all the nearby towers can see you, and then you work with that. So I see that I have all of this open territory right here, so I'm going to wait for an opportunity to get over here to this section of the wall and climb over it. Now my opponent, let me rewind a second here. The other step to making sure you can do that efficiently is to deploy elsewhere with the rest of your army. Show your forces far enough away so that your infiltrating force can work unobstructed. If he had put forces right here on that section of wall, there's a good chance the Harpy Fiends would be discovered, and then the usefulness of this deployment isn't as great. Now, unfortunately, my opponent did not deploy at the wall. He decided he just wanted to cover all of the choke points in the city center. I think this is a mistake. I think if he had actually fought me here along the wall, he'd be doing much better. But let's look at his army selection here. He brought 3 guards of Troy, he brought a pair of swordsmen, and then he brought 4 renowned archers and a fighter vanquisher hero. He's also brought an Anatolian chariot, which he's kept off in the far-flung sides. So, for the first stage of this battle, all I pretty much had to do was get to the walls, take over all the towers, take over all of the gates, work my way in this way, and, just take my time with it. There's also a chance here that I might have been able to deploy somebody with Vanguard right here in the trees, and they might have been able to sneak up to this section and take this gate. I'm uncertain how the gate without a tower interacts. Probably has no detection. As you see here, though, I'm just taking my time getting to the towers. I'm taking over everything that could be offensive. Like, this gate is trying desperately to destroy the siege tower, but it's not taking any damage. Now, because he deployed in the center, I decided I was going to wait with my Harpy Fiends. I'm just going to take my dear sweet time, sit right there, and be patient. He does start moving his Anatolian chariots here, and he's put them on patrol, and they're actually going to go back and around here in this way, and I'm super happy that I did not start moving my Harpy Fiends. And I'm just, like I said, I've got all the time in the world. I'm just going to get up here, take over all of the towers, take over the gates, get my cavalry inside, get my Huntresses inside, get my Daughters of Ares inside. Right now, the fort towers over here from the gatehouse are actually beating up my Labrys infantry, much to my dismay. But these ladies are going to get over here, and they're going to start taking over this gate, and then I won't have to worry about that anymore. Let's go ahead and get a look at the Labrys infantry here. Fantastic unit. I really do like this unit. Just look at them. I wish they looked like they lifted more, you know? They're light infantry. They're definitely, you know, a beat you up kind of unit, but they don't look like they've spent much time lifting. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here, because the next stage of this battle is I'm going to go ahead and organize my troops. I'm going to put a line of light infantry right here. I'm going to put... yeah, actually, go ahead and I'm going to move my cavalry over to this this tree spot right here. But they're not hidden there, so it's kind of pointless. And shortly, I will also be moving up my Harpy Fiends to cross over the wall. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move over my Daughters of Ares. I'm going to take up a position out here just to make sure that I'm keeping him occupied. And I just decided, you know what, if he's just going to leave his guards of Troy here, I have longer range with my 180 range. I could just shoot the guards of Troy all day. And I've already started earning up some rage, and then I'm not only just going to shoot at the guards of Troy regularly, I'm also going to use the, I'm also going to use her triple shot. This is the Archer Trickster hero after all. But as you can see, I'm just taking out entire ranks of this unit with each one of her arrows, and I'm baiting out ammo from the renowned archers. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing the Warhammer dance off in the distance. There she goes, back and forth. You can see the arrows landing uselessly all around. And all while I'm doing this and distracting my opponent, I'm also charging up my rage. I'm gonna use some triple shots. Look, it's already down like 21 units in this 21 models in this unit. Kaboom! There's a whole bunch more dead. I think that one only killed 4. I think I might actually be better off just shooting at these units the normal way. Let's see if I've decided to start moving my Harpy Fiends yet. No, not yet, because look how close the chariots got to the wall. So I'm still being very careful with my timing on this. And even still, he's doing his darndest to protect all of these units. I'm going to go ahead and use another triple shot here just to see if we can't get some good collateral kills. That one is a good one. Also got some extra kills in the Renowned Archers, and I'm already ready for my next shot, so I can fire that one off as well. Triple shot is definitely way more than just 3 arrows, let me tell you. And, okay, so he decides he's going to start moving up his Fighter Vanquisher, reactivates Vanquish. I got to get away from this guy before he Divine Challenges my hero. So I'm going to go ahead and fall back here. I'm contemplating moving my Huntresses up to give him some Javelins. But then he stops because he really doesn't want to abandon this central position. But I have the ranged advantage because of that Archer Trickster's ammo. And I still have, 55 more rounds to go with. And I could theoretically choose to use all of it. Now, I'm maneuvering my Hippomachoi now, because I know that since I'm inside the walls, the towers are not going to be very likely to grab me. And I decided I was actually going to go ahead and risk bringing up the Harpy Fiends, so they're now taking the walls. But my Hippomachoi are actually on a mission right now to take out the Anatolian chariots. If I can use them, get that unit removed, I can move much more freely with my Harpy Fiends. Harpy Fiends plus Hippomachoi. Even the Hippomachoi by themselves will kill the Anatolian chariots, but if I use both, that'll be a very, very dead chariot. Don't think I need to, though. He's wise to my maneuvering, so he's going to go ahead and try and get a Renowned Archer out here that's already taken 10 casualties from my hero and try shooting at my Hippomachoi. But, again, not really all that threatened by the Renowned Archers. The fact that there's 4 of them, their combined fire can be very threatening. I'm moving my Daughters of Ares, and this is actually going to bait out some attacks from them, but it's easy to avoid. And my hero's already back at work, this time targeting the Fighter Vanquisher hero, and that's when he kind of realizes he needs to fall back, dealing huge amounts of damage to him with my Archer Trickster hero. I appreciated that my opponent was so static, because it meant I was able to work very methodically and very slowly. And right there, it must have been the Anatolian chariots. They detected my Harpy Fiends, but it's already too late. They were already inside, and I've already caught the Anatolian chariots. They're the biggest threat, I feel, to my Harpy Fiends at this stage. But he just didn't... I don't know if he didn't see it coming or what, but I obliterate the Anatolian chariots. These Renowned Archers are going to try and make me suffer for it. But as you can see here, the Hippomachoi with their shields aloft, they're actually going to shrug off a lot of the damage. Not all of it. They're only going to shrug off about 60% of it, and only if they face those archers. But the archers are already focusing on a new target because I decided I needed to give him more things to shoot at. So I moved up my huntresses temporarily. I intended to have them throw some javelins at the fighter vanquisher hero, but he fell back to the city center. And just like that, the Penthesilea chariots are shattered. I'm going to go ahead. I'm moving my Hippomachoi into this tree line here. And woe is me. I apparently didn't recognize that this tree line here was not all that protective. It did not actually hide my Hippomachoi at all, and the archers are going to have a field day shooting my Hippomachoi while I start maneuvering my other forces. As you can see, my Archer Trickster here has already opened up on this Guards of Troy now. He rotated them out so that he can have his less healthy one back out this way. Unfortunately for him, I can still get there. Look at this. My poor Hippomachoi are going to get shot up as I'm maneuvering Labrys Infantry to get over here. Labrys Infantry over here. Daughters of Ares over here. He's activated the Vanquish for his hero. This gives his guys charge bonus and speed. Not that it matters all too much. And as you can see, boom, charging in on here. I have my huntresses throwing their javelins in on these blobbed renowned archers, just trying to, you know, deal some damage, scare them. My Labrys Infantry are going to have no problem getting through the swordsman, and I fire off a triple shot. Look at this. 72. That was 9 kills from the triple shot on the bunched up renowned archers. And I realized now, way too late, what was happening to my Hippomachoi. So I'm going to go ahead and order them to try and come around this way and attack the swordsmen, who are going to try and flank my Daughters of Ares. So I had to get them past the Guards of Troy. Harpy Fiends are going to go ahead and punish those Guards of Troy for that. But as you can see, I'm already down to about a third of the Hippomachoi's health. And now my Harpy Fiends are getting shot by the renowned archers. And I still pretty much leave those renowned archers alone. I'm more interested in going after his melee units, because once I take care of all the melee units, his renowned archers are not going to do much to stop me. So I'm mostly focusing my Harpy Fiends javelins into the backs of the Guards of Troy. But look how quickly they lost that trade, because the combined fire from the 4 renowned archers tore apart my Harpy Fiends. They're broken. They're not going to make any more of an impact in this battle. The swordsmen are holding on as about as well as can be expected for them, but now the archers are free to retarget and go after my Hippomachoi, even though they're engaged over here. And the Guards of Troy, they're no match for combined Labrys Infantry. Neither are the swordsmen. They're broken over here. These Guards of Troy are going to try and stop me. I'm going to go ahead and charge in with 1 Labrys Infantry into that weakened Guard of Troy, and I'm going to send the other 2 off to rear charge this Guard of Troy and that Guard of Troy. Never mind, the Daughters of Ares will take care of that themselves. Here's a good Axewoman charge for you against an already surrounded unit. Kaboom. They just get in there, and that's going to be a shattered Guard of Troy. Let's see the other Labrys Infantry charge. Bam! They shattered, turned around, and saw nothing but a wall of more axes. And now it's just the archers. They help break the Hippomachoi. The hero is stuck in here. Homer has called the battle. Well, he says it's close, but it's a done deal. It's definitely a done deal. That's a broken hero. All that's left now is, like I said, the renowned archer blob. I activate another triple shot. You can just relentlessly fire these things. I've managed 100 kills on my hero. That shot got blocked by a tree, just by a tree stump. But seeing now that all that's left are the archers, they're still trying to kill off my my Hippomachoi. All I gotta do now is charge in here.
You will soon hold the enemy's victory point.
And give them the business end of heavy, heavy axes. There you go. Renowned Trojan archers versus Daughters of Ares. It was one of those kinds of battles. A close victory. I'm sorry, yeah, I know. But there's no such thing as victories that aren't close. Just look at them on the charge. They're a fantastic unit. I love the two-handed axes of Penthesilea. And I'm glad my opponent played mid, because it just meant that I had all the time to actually get into the city without taking horrific casualties on the walls. Unfortunately, my Harpy Fiends didn't work out for me this time. Oh well. it happens like that sometimes. And even though my Hippomachoi were soundly defeated, I still managed 85 kills with him. And that was, it was about 10% of his army. So I'd say that worked out well for me. The Trickster hero, pretty much untouched, 100 kills on the nose. And the Huntresses, pretty much unnecessary. I did not earn that XP. That one was paid for. So yeah, that's about it. If you look at his army here, I think he could have done a little bit better. I don't think he needed to bring so many renowned archers, but their combined fire was efficient in dealing heavy damage to my Hippomachoi. So what do I know? Anyway, that's it for this episode. Don't call me today. I'm busy. It is I kid you not, that when this video comes out on Friday this week, it is my 5-year anniversary with my wife. Yay. So, I'm not going to be around on Discord. Sorry. Anyway, ta-ta. Have a good one. Love you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.